Oh Lord, I'm already knocking stuff over. All right, let's see here if he'll bump over. Oh.
Bingo, dude. Yes, sir.
All right, that's a good positive sign right there. All right, so let's get after it here and see what else we can get done. All right, guys, just want to give a quick shout out. Man, dude, me and Jesse got some awesome people backing us and stuff. Big shout out to Kevin Bowles, man. He had us a wicked yoke waiting for us, and man, just dropped it off. We didn't even have the post up for an hour, and we already got people helping us out. We had some other people send us some messages as well. Thank you guys as well for sending us messages, and ended up working out. We got one right away. So thank you all so much on Facebook. We are full send on Jesse's car this weekend. It's going to be interesting to see. We had a ton of parts come in, or Jesse had a ton of parts come in, and today, and we've just kind of been scoping it over this evening to see what all we got left. But I think we're going to make one heck of a whack at firing this car up this weekend, so you guys stay tuned for that. Hopefully everything goes good, but if not, it's all good. We'll get it fired up when it gets fired up. But I know Jesse and myself are very fired up. This is his dream car, and definitely thank you everyone who has been helping out Jesse and myself on our builds. So you guys rock, and heck yeah, man, teamwork makes dreams work. And y'all be sure to say big shout out to Kevin. Thank you, brother. We appreciate you. Good Lord, what in the world are you doing up there?
Getting all this daggum junk down, that burned last box. We thought, yeah, it's the dead center of the car. The lift life, I
You get
tell
the
you.
stick out.
Yeah, pretty much.
Be like daggum Dr. Evil, get the stick out after Mini-Me.
Great. Somebody get the stick. Just grab
Big old pile of BS, I tell you.
All right, guys, we are full send on Jesse's car today. Right now, we've got the car up in the air, and we got a ton of stuff to do on the bottom side, so let's get after it. All right, guys, it's time to load up. Me and Jesse, I need to grab him, and we need to head to the parts store, get some parts. So you guys hold on tight, and let's go get some parts for this old hot rod back here. All right, wild man, you think it's gonna be trip one and done today, or?
I think two.
2 trips. All right, guys, we're taking the inside bet, 2 trips to the parts store to get the old 55 run. So let's get on in here and get what we need to get today. We'll get old Hollywood in here, get in some daggum parts.
All right, buddy.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate you, man.
We appreciate you.
Thank you for your help. Heck yeah.
You all have a good day, okay?
Heck yeah, we will.
That's
Jesse,
the
man.
plan.
we
Don't
got-
work too hard.
Oh, we plan on working hard. That's just how we do. We're going to burn the midnight oil up and hammer down.
I understand that.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate you.
See y'all.
See you, buddy.
Well, Jesse, man, let's go home, work hard on this deal.
Sounds good, brother. Sounds good. Good Lord, man. What are you doing?
Man, using some of this race oil, get my beard all straightened out. It's all messed up on me.
I understand. We always do this, but guess what? You're the one that told me about this new sponsor that just come on board.
Stiffy's Beard Shop.
Exactly, man. Come on now.
What am I doing?
I had some on standby, and check this out, guys. Some real Johnson City special. You're going to have to get this on, dude. I'm telling you.
Heck yeah, man. I'll do that. I'll get some of that ladies' man oil on there, and I'll be in good shape.
You
Paul.
dang right, man. We'll pick a whole 10 mile an hour on the big end, dude. I'm telling you.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, guys, we're looking good now. Big shout out to Stiffy's Beard Shop. All right, guys, I tell you what, working with your best buddy in the shop on the weekend, it's hard to beat that. But man, me and old Jesse are hammering down, and we're getting some stuff done here. All right, guys, went ahead and got the master cylinder mounted up, and also went ahead and drilled a hole right here and put this grommet in for him. we'll clean this up right here, get some wire protection on it. Right now, we're just roughly running wires, getting stuff hooked in, making sure stuff works. And then once everything works, then we'll clean everything up. But need to run a brake line. And guys, we're getting really close here to see what this thing's gonna do. Alrighty guys, me and old Jesse's been thrashing pretty hard.
Yeah, man. All day deal. We've been at it since 9 o'clock this morning. Last time I was looking, it's like 12:30 at night. We've been after it all daggum day long.
You ain't kidding, man. This old girl ain't cut us no slack. So
No,
right now we've got wires run everywhere right now just to kind of see how stuff is. But we are about to test something out, and if this goes good, then we can move on to the next step. So it's time to test out and see if the motor will actually bump over and if our wiring's okay. So let's test that out, Jason.
Yeah, man.
Oh Lord, I'm already knocking stuff over. All right, let's see here if it'll bump over. Oh.
Bingo, dude. Yes, sir.
All right, that's a good positive sign right there. All right, so let's get after it here and see what else we can get done. Well, Jesse, we got some stuff to talk about, don't we?
Yes, we do. Good and bad.
Good and bad.
Yeah, exactly. But life lessons, they happen every day.
Well, you want to talk about it or me?
Start it off.
All right.
I'll follow through.
Well, guys, we just turned the motor over for the first time. All that was good. Wiring is looking good. We need to clean wires up and run an alternator wire from there to there and hook his electrical fan up. We were going to start the motor up for this video.
Yeah.
It is ready, pretty much ready to start.
It can crank right now if we really wanted to.
Yep. We've got fuel to go in it and everything. Literally just, I mean, we could run it without that fan on. We could hook that wire up to the battery and
boom, it's running.
Yep, so we ran into a problem. We'll lift the car up here in a second and show you guys what's going on, and it's not good. So we went to go put transmission fluid in it, and we got what would you say, about a half a gallon in it?
About half a gallon in it, and
And-
we started it leak.
Yeah, we started hearing it drip and was like, well, maybe it's a dipstick or something like
Yeah.
that. Got down there, and it looks like the front seal out of the transmission, and this is a brand new rebuilt transmission too. We just got it rebuilt a couple months ago.
Yeah, a
And-
couple months ago.
And it's leaking pretty bad. So yeah, so we kind of got a mess on our hands.
Pretty much, we think the front seal ain't in it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's kind of what we're thinking is what's going on here.
But it's leaking weird though. That's
Yeah.
the thing. I mean, yeah, it's probably out, but the way it's leaking don't make no sense. See, right here's your pump, and right underneath the pump, it's leaking only. You don't see no transmission fluid coming down the pump
Yeah,
like it's coming out of seal. It's right at the bottom.
yeah.
And that's what's thrown us in the loop. We're like, okay, is it the pump good on a gasket or got good seal in it, or
What's
is it
going
the
on?
seal itself? So
Yeah.
it's probably the seal. It's just, but who knows yet? We still, some more or less, we got to pull the transmission.
Yeah. So let's get the car up in the air. We'll show you guys what all's going on. We finished the fuel system underneath of it. We'll show you
Yeah.
guys that as well.
Looks killer.
But man, it was just kind of a kick in the teeth right here at the very end of the day.
Pretty much, it knocked the breath out of us. We was like, gosh almighty.
We went from, I mean, elbows swinging left and right,
Kicking hind end.
to man, when we found that out, it was like, well,
Oh,
it slowed down.
it is what it is. At
It
that
is what it
point.
is. So let's get the car up in there. We'll show people what's going on and show you guys some other stuff too. We need this car going the other direction.
Pretty much, exactly. We need to have it rolling out, not going up.
Yeah. It's never good when they're going up.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So as it's going up in there, I had started on the exhaust on it. Got quite a bit done. It's all gonna be stainless. Just got it tacked in right now, just so we can get the car fired up. So let's get under here and look at what the problem is. Alrighty guys, so we're up underneath the car. First up, I was working on the exhaust on it, getting it all tacked up just for mock-up and startup purposes. Jesse's mufflers are not here yet, so that's why I only tacked in what we did just so we could get it fired up for today. And that was all kaputs anyways.
Yeah, it went south pretty quick.
Yeah, that hurt our soul. So we also got the trans cooler hooked up in the back. I'll show that to you guys. We finished it out. All the fuel lines, all the transmission lines run. We got the fuel pump and filter hooked up right there. I mean, man, it's really time to start tidying everything up and start making stuff cool. So let's look at the problem here. All right. So as you guys can see, we got transmission fluid leaking out right here. And when we were putting transmission fluid in it, we were getting this is probably like in the past 15 minutes, 20 minutes, that much fluid was leaked out of it.
Oh, no, actually I'd say about an hour.
About an hour? Okay.
Yeah.
But we had a bigger puddle before when we cleaned it up. But anyways,
yeah.
So it's leaking like right here, but it doesn't look like it's coming from the seal up there around the converter. See that blue plate in there? It looks to me like it's leaking out from just right down here. So I don't know what the deal is there, and I don't see any fluid coming from up in there around the seal, if that makes sense. It looks like it's just leaking down in here. So I don't know. We won't know until we get the transmission out of it. So yeah, we got a little bit of a situation on our hands right now with that. I'm hoping we can leave the motor in it. I think we've got enough space back here at the back that we can use our transmission jack and just pull the trans out of it with the motor still in the car.
Yeah, that's what we're hoping. It'd be a lot easier instead of pulling the motor and everything back out, just for transmission. So
yeah, so there we go on that. We'll go back here to the back of the car and I'll show you guys the trans cooler. All right, guys, so there's the trans cooler. Nothing really fancy. We just got the cooler put on it, and that's the only place I could figure out where to put it at and it'd be out of the way. Yeah, we had to run a ton of hose, but it's behind the back of the tires, and I think it'll cool off really good back here at the back. All right, guys, we're inside the Jonesborough Armory right now, and I want to give you guys a little bit of walkthrough here. Definitely a big shout out to them. They're a major sponsor for us for the GTO, and they even got our shirts in here as well. So if you're down here in Jonesborough and you pick you up a new firearm or some ammunition or any types of accessories and parts and all kinds of goodie stuff, be sure and get you a Full Metal Goat shirt as well. And definitely a big shout out to them. We can't thank them enough. So give you guys a quick little walk around through here, let you guys kind of see all kinds of goodies of what they got. And you guys be sure to come down here and say hello and make sure to tell them that Houston Kilby sent you their way. But anyways, guys, we'll get back at it, and thank y'all for watching. All right, Jesse. So something popped up here and started giving us some red flags today when we started working on the car.
Big red flags.
So Jesse hollers at me and is like, hey, we got to put the rear seal in the transmission before we put the drive shaft in it. So the rear seal is this seal right there, okay? So we put that in there, and Jesse goes up to his truck and shows what was in your truck.
This is the front main sealed transmission.
And
guess where it's supposed to be?
In the transmission. So we don't think there's one in it.
No,
And kind of a big bummer today.
Exactly. Life lessons. We're not perfect. Every one of us has got a crack in us somewhere.
You ain't kidding.
So, this is one you got to just chalk up and say, it's a life lesson.
Yeah. So anyways, we went full send on it this weekend. Got a lot done. It's ready to fire up.
Yeah, it
right
is.
now. I mean, it's ready to go. It needs 2 wires run, one for the alternator and one for the cooling fan. I mean,
other than that, it's ready to rock and roll. At least we got to hear it crank.
We got to hear it crank over.
And that's all. That was really our finish line right there for today. So.
Yeah, it was. So what I think we're going to do is we've got stuff going on in the shop right now. We're going to roll Jesse's car outside for the next week or so.
Yeah.
And we'll get his car outside. and will give us some time to get stuff organized so that we can get that trans pulled and stuff.
And that gives me a chance to beef up my banking account again. This car's about broke me.
Yeah, he's been thrashing on it hard, guys. And man, we just had a tough break today.
Exactly. It was a big letdown.
Yeah.
It really was.
And if we fired this thing up, literally, guys, it would sling all the transmission fluid out of it in
didn't
about
risk
2
him
seconds.
breaking something.
Yeah.
You know, and I was like, no, I don't want to fry my transmission. I'm this close.
And sometimes when stuff like this happens, it happened for a reason. There's something else somewhere else that we missed or something.
Yeah,
and it's just
glad it happened on the lift.
Yeah, it happened on the list. But it's fixable. We'll get the trans pulled here in about a week or so, and we'll get this situation going on. But
And
guys,
get back on track.
yeah, get back on track to fire up. So guys, we apologize it didn't fire up this weekend. I know a lot of people's excited about it. It just one of those deals. It is so close. Golly, we got so much done to it in such a short time. But we'll get it. We'll get it. Jesse, end this deal out here.
You know the deal. Like and share, like and share, like and share. And smash that subscribe button. Be sure to keep up with all our shenanigans. And we'll be right there in the comments with you. Let's have a good time on YouTube.
Yeah, don't forget to put your front seal
Yeah,
in the
don't
transmission.
forget to put the front seal in.
Golly. All right, guys, we're out of here. Appreciate y'all. We'll see y'all in the next one.
Put this thing.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Don't forget to go over to KillMotorsports.com where we've got all kinds of merch over there and all kinds of high performance products as well. And definitely a big shout out to our sponsors and partners. Till next time, you guys have a good one.